Teeny tiny little models. In other words, sweet, fresh, and brand new babies. Hello everyone, I'm Melissa New and welcome to this week's episode of Framed. So if you guys couldn't tell from the past episodes, I'm about to pop. This baby is coming any day now. Have you ever wondered how these newborn photographers pose these little tiny babies in the most amazing positions and how they make them stay? Well, I have. So we're going right down the road from our studio to two talented ladies who have this baby thing down to a science. Shh.
My name is Amanda Andrews, and I am mostly a newborn photographer. That's what I specialize in. I love it. Yeah. I'm addicted to little babies. The first one that I photographed, I knew that's where I wanted to be. I knew that's the subject I wanted to be with all day long. I could shoot a newborn all day. That first 2 weeks goes by so quickly, quicker than any other phase in life, and I think being able to freeze that time for someone, capture those first squeaky looks on their face and the curliness and the hairy back and just being able to freeze that time, I think there's something amazing about that.
My name is Laura Ferris. I am a wife and a mom to 4 kids, and I mainly do newborns. I really like doing everything, but with 4 little kids right now, I just don't have the time. So if I'm gonna be away from them, it's gonna be doing something that I really love to do. Newborns, from the time they're born till, I mean, even if they're 2 days old, fresh out of the hospital, it's awesome. And then up to 2 weeks are my favorites because they curl, they're super sleepy, they just look so new, you know, and there's just like a magical quality when you're around them, like you just feel like a sense of, it's just magical and it goes by so fast. I only take 2 or 3 sessions max a month, you know, because otherwise I just feel like it's too much time away from my little ones. And my little ones are growing up like so fast and they're changing so fast. I don't want to miss it.
I think there's something, for me anyway, having something that I love that I do outside of the home makes me a better mom when I'm there. I have balance. Once I figured out that newborns was really what I wanted to be, and I had one focus instead of 15 different subjects to try to figure out and perfect, when you have one that you love and you're passionate about, you can put that focus in there, and it has been a huge struggling learning experience to get to where I am now, and I do feel like I have a lot more to grow and a lot more to learn.
Almost every client I have actually will comment at some point during the session and say, wow, you're so patient, you have so much patience. How do you have so much patience? Because they're probably ready to just pull their hair out and be like, I want to go home. Even if it's gonna take, you know, 20 minutes or half an hour to get that, what I'm working on and I have in my mind, you know, I usually can get it. And if I can only show the client 6 setups instead of 10, you know, they're gonna be 6 good ones as opposed to 10 that I kind of rushed through.
Even if you have a fussy baby or not a fussy baby, you have to remain calm. And those babies, those newborns will feed off of your temperament and how you feel that day. And so if you can remain calm, for the most part, you can keep a baby pretty calm. Laura and I shoot very similarly. We have a lot of the same tricks and tips but our styles posted look different. You know, we have a different look to our photography. So
and it's a lot about processing it, but it's also about just a little different angle. Every baby looks totally different.
And every baby.
And a lot of people, especially men, think all, like my husband, think all newborns look the same. And they do not. They all have a totally different look, you know? You can't really duplicate a picture, you know, because the baby's a totally different baby.
Ladies, we've got some serious business going on in here. What is happening?
Okay, we've got, this is one of our backdrops. It's just a mat. It's a roll-up mat that looks like a wood floor. It photographs pretty, I mean, it looks pretty much like wood.
And what's happening over here? Why am I starting to sweat?
You tell me.
But
yeah, that's the heater. Okay. To just heat up the room, and then if it's kind of drafty, you can hold it close to the baby so it gets, you know, that heat right on him, which helps him to relax. We've also got heating pads underneath, a couple layers down. Yeah, where did you get your beanbag?
It's the puck style beanbag from beanbags.com. Why do you have so many layers of blanket?
That will give a smoother look to it. I'll pick my favorite 2 or 3 to put on top that I want to shoot with that day, and I always put mattress crib protectors between in case they do pee. I always let the moms know, you know, they're gonna pee or poo on my stuff and it's okay. We'll go wash it and we're good to go.
It's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen and it's not a big deal. I'll sometimes have to change my shirt. I brought an extra one just in case.
These are hard-working mamas. They know what to do.
The light's so good today, I'm all the way down to ISO 100. And my shutter's 250, and right now I'm gonna take some shots at 1.8. This is the 50. I shoot probably 99% of my newborn shoots with my 50 1.4.
We usually try to get some that are that we like, that are good, because we've been working on the toast for a while, but then we try to perfect it a little bit more and try to get a better shot. So that's what we're doing right now, just trying to make her lips look a little bit poofier and her chin up a little bit higher and her hands maybe a little bit straight so we can see all of her little fingers. But see, when we mess around with her, we might lose the whole shot. So you have to be careful. That's why you get your safety shot. It's a 105 millimeter 2.8 macro. And with the 105 millimeter focal length, you're gonna get just a little bit in focus and everything is just gonna melt away.
I just look at the shape of the prop that I'm using and decide from there what pose I'm gonna put the baby in that prop. I do like to use tummy poses with babies because usually they're more comfortable on their tummy. They're more soothed when they're on their tummy, and so that's a good starting point as well for me.
She's got such a big area back here that I can use this focal length. And this is I think probably my favorite lens when I can use it. But for the most part, I use my 51.4.
Little child, when you speak, I can't help but kiss your cheeks. I love the way you grab my hands and tell me all about your plans. Rocket high, comets fly, you and I could hitch a ride and fly away to Neverland and give our best to Peter Pan. When you reach for the stars, don't forget who you are, and please don't turn around and grow up way too fast. See the sun.
This is a shot that I get a lot of emails at. People will repeatedly email me, I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't understand what you're saying and how you get that shot. We're gonna take 2 pictures and we're gonna blend them together in Photoshop. So Laura's hands or my hands are gonna be in the photo. It is one of the more difficult poses to achieve. and does take some patience getting the baby to really settle and be happy with you bending them in half. If you're trying to get this shot on your own without someone helping you to do the composite, you can't get their hands to look relaxed because they have to put all the weight in there, so it just looks uncomfortable.
I was small, not that long ago at all. I wish you all the happiness that God gives freely if you ask. When you reach for the stars, don't forget who you are, and please don't turn around and grow up way too fast. See the sand in my grasp, from the first to the last. Every grain becomes a memory of the past. Oh, life's an hourglass. Life's an hourglass. Life's an hourglass.
Red shirt on. You played as a true freshman.
So if you go downstairs, you see all the same carpet.
She looks pretty symmetrical, her arms do.
I like using black because you can just take the shot right here, and then in Photoshop you can pull it over to a new black canvas, rotate the baby how you want it, add more black, and you can do a really nice contrasty black and white with the black and the light coming in.
Cute.
The tiny cocoon. You want to do the feet back, the whole body? What you want, huh?
The biggest thing is have patience and try to be really confident when there's parents around, because this is their brand new baby.
Patience, confidence, and calmness. I think are the best things to do.
You just really have to be patient because sometimes it takes a while. And I'll be in the same position, bent over with my hand here, you know, to keep them warm, kind of jiggling them, and my back will kind of start hurting. After 20 minutes, I'm like, oh,
Power through.
But it's so worth it when I can get that shot and when I can show the parents that shot and just be so proud of it.
I'm Amanda Andrews,
And I'm Laura Ferris.
and we've just been framed.
Oh, good thing I'm pregnant because being there made me very baby hungry. But what Laura and Amanda taught me is that it takes a lot of patience, time, and you can't be afraid to sweat it up. You girls are very talented. Next week, a band and celebrity photographer that also shoots food. And the question is he Team Jacob or Team Edward? We'll see. It's time to announce the winner of last week's Frame Your Best Shot contest, and the category was strength. There were some very amazing and tender stories that went along with some of these photos. We narrowed it down to the top 10 photos with the most votes and had a group of frame photographers vote. And the winner is... You, my friend, have won a free backdrop courtesy of our talented friends over at PhotoPie. Congratulations.